I the a-hole for changing the locks on my house after my fiancé made a key without my permission?
I take it this isn't a house they live in together.
I would assume not.
Well, no.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's my thinking as well. But let's dive in.
Yeah.
So, I, 25 female, own a beautiful 4-bedroom house. I bought it when I was 23 after letting my business partner take our shared assets in exchange for 600k.
Nice.
Good for you, girl.
Yeah.
We owned a few properties together since we'd bought our first place at 20 and 21 back when we were dating. And even though we didn't work out, we stayed in business together. Fair play.
Yep.
I closed on my house a few months after my 23rd birthday. God, I wish I'd bought property in my 20s.
I know.
I had only been working part-time while I was managing our properties, so aside from my bed and some little things from my apartment, I stayed in my house for months while it was basically empty. I'd always wanted to be a pastry chef. And a local community college has a programme that lets you get your certificate in almost everything for free with just 16 weeks of classes. And if you choose to continue afterwards, your credits roll over. That's where I met my fiancé, James, male 27. James was a chef at a high-end restaurant. He had been working since 16. He started as a busser and worked his way up. Lovely. While he had a lot of experience, he wanted to have a degree to back it up. So that's what they met at college. Perfect.
Yeah.
We hit it off pretty quickly. He even taught me how to drive and helped me develop recipes and helped me pick out the perfect spot to put my bakery. This is like a film.
I know.
He proposed to me in Jamaica on August 8th, 2022. When we got back home, I moved in with him. So they are living together, just not at that house, it seems. I've been perfecting my recipes in my house as I had taken the time to make the kitchen to my liking. I tend to put my phone on Do Not Disturb just to make sure I have no distractions. There have been a few times when I've missed calls from James and I see that it really bothers him, but it's not like I go at random times. I have a set schedule and rarely go off of it. So he knows when she's unreachable. Okay.
So is he tracking her then?
It sounds like it, doesn't it? He wants her at his beck and call. About a week ago, I finished baking quite early and ended up taking a nap. My phone was still on Do Not Disturb and I woke up to James banging on the door. He told me he'd been calling me for hours. Dramatic.
Yep.
I told him I'd forgotten to take my phone off Do Not Disturb. He suggested that he should have a key he could use for emergencies or in case something like this happened again.
Well, nothing's
Why
happened.
is he
She hasn't
so
slipped
desperate
and
to
fallen.
get hold of him?
If she'd slipped and fallen, then that would be. But nothing's happened. She's had a nap.
Yeah. I said no because this is my safe space and I'm still adjusting to living with someone. And plus, it's obviously just her name on the deed, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The other day when I finished baking, I noticed it was raining and I decided to call James because I don't feel comfortable driving in the rain. He didn't call me when he got here, he knocked on the door. And when I opened it, he complained about getting wet while waiting for me. Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
And said he wouldn't have to wait if he had a key. I pointed out that he could have called me and I would have just come to the car. Yeah. He said that wasn't the point and me not giving him a key was a slap in the face. Sounds like he just wants in on the property, doesn't it?
Well, it sounds a bit like a control thing.
It does, yeah.
To me. And I think I'd be assessing the whole relationship if I was her at this point and actually saying, I don't understand why he's so desperate for a key. Because it doesn't sound like it's for her safety. It sounds like it's for his convenience.
So he can get hold of her whenever he wants, yeah.
So
yesterday I noticed he had one of those minute keys in his glove compartment. I don't know what a minute key is.
No,
is that like they cut it really quick?
In a minute.
Anyway, it was in his glove compartment while looking for her lip gloss. She left it in his car. I immediately knew what he did and called my brother to help me change the locks. Last night at dinner, I let him know I found the key and told him it wouldn't be of any use as I changed the locks. We argued and haven't spoken since. Am I the a-hole?
No.
No.
I don't think so at all. Because it's ultimately her house. He stole from her.
Yeah.
Because he would have had to have taken the key.
He took the key to get it cut.
Yeah. So, I mean, I did wonder halfway through this story, because it sounded very romantic and lovely, whether or not perhaps he'd got a key cut to organise a surprise for her. I wondered whether or not it was going to...
They already lived together, so he could organise a surprise at their own house.
No, whether or not he was going to go in and do some decorating or furniture or any... Like, do you know what I mean? Or fit out a kitchen with nice pastry making equipment or something. You know?
Yeah.
I wondered if it was perhaps going to go there, but it does just sound like a control thing. And if he's obviously insecure, if he's complaining about the fact that he'd been calling her for hours and she hadn't responded.
But he knows when she's unavailable.
But obviously she decided to have a nap. So that's...
Yeah, but still, like, what is so desperate that he had to get hold of her?
It's control.
Does seem that way.
It has to be.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that would be I'd be assessing the whole relationship. But I don't think you are the a-hole in this.
Well, let's have a look at some comments. So, first comment, everyone sucks here. You for not trusting your fiancé enough to give him a key, and him for breaking your trust and making one without permission. You better get a rock solid prenup protecting that house as a premarital asset if you go through with the marriage, because it's going to go from your house to both of yours otherwise. And OP's actually replied to that saying, we had the prenup talk when we got back from Jamaica. That's already in the works. He owns the house we live in. It was passed down to him, so we're both homeowners. So again, like, why is he so desperate for a key then? If Control. He owns a home and she owns a home.
Control. I really do think that's the only explanation that I can see. You know, I don't know what their relationship like is in terms of trust and, you know. Yeah. Or whether or not, because some people have a previous partner cheat on them and it makes them very insecure. Yeah. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like he's after the money. Yeah. Because having a key to the house doesn't secure him any right to the house.
No, of course not.
But also, like, you know, why didn't she want to give him a key? Why did she fight it from the beginning? Why?
Well, she said it's her safe space. She's still not completely used to living with another person. Because it's still early days. Perhaps you're not ready for marriage then.
No, perhaps you're not ready to be engaged.
It does seem like a strange relationship.
Yeah, so just slow down.
Here's a comment that seems like it's in his favour.
Okay.
So they've said, so she just calls him like an Uber and he has to wait in the car until she comes out so he can do her a favour by driving her in the rain. She moves into his house but doesn't want him to have access to her house. This is a very strange relationship. Everyone sucks here. It would probably be better for both if they broke up. It does seem a little toxic.
It's definitely, there's something awry, isn't there? Because if she needs to have her safe space, she's not fully invested in the relationship.
Yeah.
If she's not, because to me, when you're in a loving relationship, that is your safe space. It's not about bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
It's about that one person that's going to give you that love and comfort that you need. And, you know, they should be giving that to each other for the relationship to thrive.
They seem very immature. So she's 25.
Yeah.
And he's 27.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Obviously, we don't know these people. Maybe something happened in her past which has made her very distrustful.
And maybe he's insecure because he can sense this barrier and that's making him...
Yeah.
So, I just think you need to talk to one another and get to the root of why...
Perhaps couples counselling.
Yes, because or just a really deep conversation.
There's a mismatch.
Yeah, because, you know, I think he's got trust or control issues and she's got trust issues. Definitely trust issues there.
Absolutely.
So,
So, therapy.
Yes, I think.
Therapy is needed all round.
Or just, everybody needs therapy. No, it's...
Well, I'm assuming they live in the States. Everyone's in therapy in the States, aren't they?
Yeah.
From what I can gather. But, well, from the way she's written the date as well.
Oh, okay.
August 8th. We would say the 8th of August.
8th of August, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say she's probably in America. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us for today's episode. And we'll see you very soon.
Cheers.